Hey, what's up, City Groups? Welcome to week 2 of Jesus according to Matthew. So this week, we jumped right back into the book of Matthew in the very beginning. As we talked about, we're gonna spend a lot of time this year in Matthew, so it's good to figure out what's going on there. So we started in chapter 1, verse 1, where we learn about the genealogy of Jesus. So some of you might have came this week and are like, man, why are we talking about all these old dead people who really mean nothing to me? What we learned was genealogy really means kind of like the backstory, the family tree of Jesus. We saw some good people that we clapped for, we saw some people that we booed, and then we saw some people that just kind of lived confusing lives. There were some highs, there were some lows, so we did some my hope was through hearing their stories, it helps give us hope, right? That we can see that the people in the Bible, even Jesus's family members, they weren't perfect, right? They lived broken lives, but through it all, we can see God's goodness, and we can trust that in our lives, right? In our lives, we can have hope that He can work in us and through us. So as we were talking about Jesus's family tree, I started thinking about my own family tree. So I'm actually one of those nerds. I actually did send in the saliva test and I got tested. So the government has my DNA, but it's okay because I get to know where my family's from. And one of the coolest things that I learned, this is like a high, right? I don't think anyone has any family members that are cooler than this. So for me, I found out through my Scottish ancestry that I'm related to William Wallace. Some might be like, who's William Wallace? It's Braveheart. So think of Mel Gibson, Braveheart. That's my great grandpa. Okay, so that's not really my grandpa, but my grandpa, his name is Sir Simon Fraser, and he actually fought along with Braveheart for Scottish independence. So that's actually pretty cool too. Yeah, top that, you can't. It's fine though. You can try, but you can't really top it. So another family member, this is more recent history, but I think about my grandpa. So my grandpa, later in life, he actually came to give his life to Christ, but in between, it was a little sticky. He actually shot someone, went to prison. He was a high roller in Vegas. He actually was a leader of a motorcycle gang. So you could say it was a little rough, right? It wasn't necessarily the prettiest backstory, right, in my family. There's some highs and some lows. So with this idea of family tree, I thought as a group, there's a moment for us this week to kind of have a family moment ourselves where we can have a discussion about our family. So here's our question for the week. This is our question. Think of your family tree. I want you to think of one person from your family tree that you'd love to have dinner with. It could be someone from centuries ago, a great-great-grandpa who was in a war. It could be a great uncle. It could be someone that's alive right now. It could be a brother, sister, cousin. So share one person from your family tree that you'd love to have dinner with. I hope you guys have a great group. I'll be praying for you guys, and I'll see you later.